one chance, you got one job. Go to kaplancycles.com/raffle and you could win the Kaplan America CR500.
Ripper.
What'd you do to it?
Gave it the wizard tune. Cob work was a secret.
So much for the lawn care this year. If anyone has a contact for a professional grass seeder, send it to Kenny at kaplancycles.com.
What a kick-ass machine. That's a test ride I could see going on forever. Holy shit, this is a forever bike right here. This, guys, we're considered to be the king of the CR500s. We've done more CR500s than anybody else besides AJ himself. And this may be the high water mark. Certainly, last night when Kenny showed me the photo shoot that he took of this bike, I was like, I showed it to Chrissy, I was like, oh my God, this thing is absolutely stunning. It just all came together. You've got the best people in the industry. This is the best of the best on this bike from one end to the other. Of course, it's an AJ Wagner Service Honda 500. It's built by the Godfather himself originally. One of his favorite configurations. This is the AFX model. It originally started life as a Honda CR500AFX. It has a quick detached side cover for the airbox. And I guess I could start by saying the only stock component left on this bike might be the airbox cover. Everything on this bike is tricked. This is as close to a factory bike as you're gonna get. Let's start with the motor. It's a brand new 2001, that's the last year they're made, CR500 motor made with all brand new components. If that's not good enough, AJ took it to the max. It's got, let's start at the air filter. Twin air filter, PWK Air Striker carburetor. It has the Boyson rad valve intake, and it has the Eric Gore porting package. Eric's been porting these for 25 years for AJ. And let me tell you something, the way this thing revs out like a 250, but pulls like a 550, it's just insane. Shifts beautifully. It's got the best decompression head on the market, hands down. Take a look at that. Looks like something that was made at the factory. That's a Larry Weeks decompression head. The head and the cylinder was modified by none other than Eric Gore. And then it's got the platinum finish FMF Gold Series gnarly pipe, which is one of my favorite pipes for the 500. It pulls like a freight train from down low and revs to the moon. The kick here, it has been polished. It has the Service Honda racing cover on the side. That's been polished. The piston is a Wiseco piston. This engine is an absolute freaking rocket ship freight train. Doesn't get any better than that. Now, let's start at the front of the bike, and I'll work my way back. It's got a brand new Hoosier tire on the front. It's got a brand new DID Dirt Star SF STX rim, and it has a brand new Hoosier tire and tube with the complete new brake system by Ride Engineering. It's a dual piston caliper with an oversized rotor. You can see the rotor and caliper are all upgrades from the factory Honda stuff. It has a braided stainless line. It's got new fork protectors. The suspension, this is a 2006. This is a 2008 CR500AFX fork that's been set up for this bike. It has the braided stainless brake line all the way going up to the top of the bike. It has a restyle kit on the front. This is the same front fender and number plate you see on a 2019. Pro Taper handlebars with a Pro Taper crossbar pad, Pro Grip 801 grips. It's been upgraded with an ASV lever and a Magura hydraulic clutch, the same thing I have on my personal race bike, and I've won 3 years back-to-back 500 shootout drag races on mine. The forks are also, the suspension's also front end is upgraded with the RG3 triple clamps, which also has the rubber-mounted dampers to reduce the vibrations. A very, very little vibration gets to the rider on this bike. You can see everywhere you look, it's got the AFX oversized tank, and these things burn a lot of fuel. It'll give you about an extra 3/4 of a gallon of fuel. All the hardware on the bike is custom everywhere, like the drilled washers. It also has an hour meter on it. The Service Honda master cylinder cover is on there on the hydraulic front brake. Has a new moto seat cover, new plastics. The graphics kit on this bike, you'll never see another one like this. It's a one-off, built, designed and made by Christy Steiger, my girlfriend, who has 30 years of graphic arts. She only does graphics for our bikes, and this is kit number 15. This is her 15th full custom kit that she's done, and it's a numeralized Steiger graphics, custom FX, MX graphics. And you'll see the Steiger graphic on the front right here. It has a number 1 on there, the Honda Pro Sports Racing American flag theme. The radiator shrouds are also custom. They have ram air intakes on them to force more cooling air to the Service Honda radiators. Service Honda radiator hoses are on the bike. Take a look at the foot pegs. These are titanium Honda CR Raptor foot pegs. These pegs, I think, I'm shooting from the hip, but I think they're around $400 for a set of these. They're full titanium. It has a Psychic billet aluminum polished with the red anodized brake lever on there. Everywhere you look, the whole frame, this bike was taken right down to the frame. The frame was sent out and powder coated black. The plastics on the back are black. The tank is black. The only red plastic on the bike is the front, but the way the front fender and shrouds, but the way Chrissy tied it all together is just phenomenal. Heading to the back of the bike, it's got a brand new DID Dirt Star STX matching mag and a billet aluminum hub on it. It's a Rad Eagle hub with the new spokes and a new wave rotor and new pads on the back, a new aluminum caliper cover, and down here you've got this is from Service Honda also. This is a custom billet aluminum brake shark, just beautiful. All of the hardware again on the back of the bike is new. It's got the matching FMF Gold Series baffle on here. It has a red Cycra shock guard. You can see the shock spring was powder coated black. Again, that's a CRF500 shock, 2008. The whole side here has a full complement of TM Design Works factory. The factory edition red chain guide with the hardware, the chain slider on the swing arm, the rollers, they're all the TM Designs factory edition, as is the matching red shock guard. Well, even the hoses are red to match. We've only done one other bike, I think, one other motocross. It was a 250 bike that was kind of, I think, the inspiration for doing this one. If you remember the CR250 that we did, aluminum frame 250, that we did with a black frame and all the red componentry, it came out awesome. But this really, you can't really compare a 250 to a 500. This is in a whole different league of exclusive and rare. It has the custom aluminum and steel super sprockets on there by Moose Racing, just beautiful. Gold chain, brand new Hoosier tire on the back and tube. Just an absolutely stunning piece. It was built originally by AJ and then taken to the next level by us here at Kaplan Cycles. It's been Wizard tuned. Wizard did the final jetting on this thing, and it is freaking on point. And that's obvious by the ride demo I just did. This thing's super crisp. Junior, you've seen quite a few 500s. You've been behind the camera for all these shootouts and 500 shootouts, and you race your personal CR500. Guys, stay tuned. Every bike you see here, I've got the Honda CR60, the 80, the 125, 250, and 500, probably the first time ever in the history of motocross. They've all been in one spot, along with the original OG 73 CR250 and the 22 CRF450, and of course our raffle bike. Guys, don't miss your chance. Buy a raffle ticket today, kaplancycles.com. And then Junior's 89 race bike. We know our 500s, guys. Listen, you can't even buy a seized CR500 motor on the used market today for $3 or $4 grand total. To buy a motor like this from AJ, I talked to him a couple weeks ago. He said it's $8,000 just for the components, and then plus the assembly and build time. You're not going to touch a motor like this for less than $10,500, $11,000. That's just what it costs to get one, and there's none out there. They're not for sale anywhere. They're not on eBay. Nobody has these. Bristling with trickery from the front tire to the back. You've got the best of everything. DID Dirt Star wheels, Shawa CRF450 RG3 triple clamps, Eric Gore porting, a brand new 2001 500 motor built to the max, Hoosier tires front and rear, and a world-class graphic and package with an oversized gas tank. Guys, this is a ride all day, ride for the rest of your life bike. This could be the last dirt bike you ever buy because it's completely rebuildable. Unlike that one right there, the 450, where 5 years later, throw it in the garbage.
Well, we're gonna take care of that.
We'll
problem.
fix that. We're gonna fix the glitch of that new bike with a 539cc built500.com big block two-stroke. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Buy this bike. You're not gonna find anything better, and wheelie off into the sunset. Thanks for watching, and God bless America.